got a different kind of video for you today. Got some playback data from this morning's session, Friday morning. I've got the 1 minute NQ chart here. I've got the 1 minute ES chart, and I've got a 60-minute micro NASDAQ. This has been my chart setup as of late. Right, the market is open. Got some strong negative delta coming in here. Looks like we're pushing below the 20. Heikin-Ashi's red. Got into a short on this heavy delta. After we started pushing below the 20, there's no key levels in the way until yesterday's high. Heikin-Ashi was turning red along with the red delta. I've got the Heikin-Ashi painting the outlines of the candles. See, they're all green outlines or red outlines. I've got the ultimate delta painting the candle bars, the inside of the bars. It's the same color as these histograms depending on the amount of delta coming in. So this is strong, extreme, bullish delta. This is strong, extreme, negative delta. If I waited till the first candle close and took the break lower, there was enough room to get 10 points down to the next key level. If we waited a couple points, got the break at 579. Yesterday's high was at 567. That's 12 points away. Could have got another 10 points there after the close of this red on red candle. The background is also being painted by the Heikin-Ashi. It's being painted by the Heikin-Ashi trend. It's a new feature that I've just added to the Heikin-Ashi indicator, but it's not available quite yet. There's one little detail that I had to change before I released the update to the public. I've got a bunch of updates, a bunch of new things ready to come out. So we're getting a hold up here at yesterday's high, one of the levels from the key levels indicator. I'm also looking for confluence with the ES. Got some more strong negative delta. We're breaking below yesterday's high. So I'm kind of looking to trade this background system like the XXX background system, except this background, like I mentioned, is being painted by a new feature on the Heikin-Ashi that is coming out soon. So as we continued our descent, delta was climbing. We got a little pullback there. Next key level is down at yesterday's New York Open. See on the ES, we got a bounce at yesterday's high. And we've got VWAP coming up on the ES. Some more strong bearish negative delta here. I would expect to hold up if we make it down to the 500 area and yesterday's New York Open. We're making this move down, but delta is still drying up here. This is the low of the 15-minute range, but it has not been formed yet. Got a few minutes before the 15-minute range forms. I do pay attention to the 15-minute center before it has completely formed. But for the 15-minute high and low, I'm not really using those as key levels necessarily until they've actually formed at 9:45. We are getting a little pullback here. We've continued our descent. Delta continued to rise, although still in negative territory mostly. We just hit whole number. Gonna go in with a micro, see if we can get a 10-point bounce here. So we came down right to yesterday's New York Open. Delta started drying up. We're getting a nice bounce. We just bounced up over 40 points. Still going. Getting some stronger delta coming in. You can see the delta being painted in real time on the inside of the candle. Got Heikin-Ashi painted in real time as well. Heikin-Ashi, the core is turning green. You can see the outline of the candles changing. The background is a separate logic. It's being painted by the Heikin-Ashi trend. Now the Heikin-Ashi trend is green. So here's the background change. We wait for the close of the candle on the background change. If we were to take a break higher, we could possibly be put into a trade. However, there's just not enough room up to the next key level, which is yesterday's high. So this is not a trade that I'd be looking to take, especially after this big down move we've had so far today. So right here, the 9:45 candle came right down to VWAP on the ES. Got a nice big bounce. That same candle on the NQ, we were coming down right to yesterday's New York Open. Confluence with two different key levels on two different charts. Nice bounce right there. Came back up to yesterday's high, got a rejection off of yesterday's high. We had the background change here. No break above, so no long there. All right, we're breaking below the 20 here. Got some strong negative delta. I'm gonna stop above the entry candle. Heikin Ashi is turning red. We got some room down to the New York Open here. Just got filled, full 10 points. More strong delta, made it down to the New York Open. See if we can break lower. I still like a bounce off of VWAP. And we are obviously in a uptrend here, longer term. Looks like we might wick off of this. We went from strong bearish delta up to neutral delta, creating a big wick on this delta, as well as on the candle. All right, we just wicked off of the New York Open there. Move my stop right below there. So we had some light bullish delta coming in. Rejected off of this level. Now we got strong bullish delta coming in. Got the 20 SMA in our way. When delta completely changes direction in the course of one candle, that can be some exciting stuff. Got some strong bullish delta coming in on the ES2. We rejected right off of yesterday's high on the ES, right when we were coming down to yesterday's New York Open on the NQ. It's been some pretty choppy action for the past 20 minutes or so. It's about an 80-point range right there, so plenty of room to work with. Although at this point, I'd want to see it break out of this range. I'd want to see a nice close above the center of the 15-minute opening range. We had another background change right here. Price never broke above this high. There was no trade triggered. The background change here with the strong negative delta, taking a break below. We barely had enough room, like 12 or 13 points from the break down to yesterday's New York Open. That trade would have worked out, but I had already just taken a short on this candle as we broke below the 20 with all this strong negative delta coming in, so wasn't about to get into a back-to-back trade right there. So we've got this high here from the latest background change. There's barely enough room up to yesterday's high. Like I said, I want to wait to see if it breaks out of this range that we've been in for a long time now. If we did take the breakout, we got 9 points so far. There we go. We would have got the full 10 points on the background trade there. I would like the idea of taking a bounce trade short off the 15-minute center, but we are in an uptrend long term. Got some strong delta coming in right there. Might wait. I've already had a few good trades today. That bounce trade did work. It just bounced down over 10 points. I don't take every single trading opportunity that I see throughout the day. I just wait for the best of the best to increase my odds as much as possible. So those are some of the things that I'm looking for when I'm live trading. I'm going to end the video here for the sake of me having to edit this video. If you want to see some more videos of how I trade in the live markets, there are a ton of videos of my actual live recordings during actual live markets during the New York Open, where I go over trades just like this and explain exactly why I got into the trade. There are links to all the fun toys in the description. The MonkeyMan trades line of indicators like the MMT Heikin Ashi, the MMT Ultimate Delta, and the key levels. Then I've also got these chart buttons from NINZA. I'm also using their volume profiles. This is the 3-day composite on this chart, and then I've got their daily session profile on my longer term charts. There's also links to all the prop firms that I'm trading with, and using code MonkeyMan over at NINZA, even if they're having a crazy 50 or 60% off sale like they often do, if you use code MonkeyMan, you get an even deeper discount. More percentage off. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.